Hello, everybody. This is Roland Pruitt. This is my Kaiju review show. We have a great show for you. We have George Morgan, all the way from Japan, joining us for Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah. Or King Ghidorah, as they call her in this film, in the American version. So let's go ahead and bring up our panel. Anastasia, Professor Wallnott, and George Morgan.
Ohio gozaimasu.
I did not take notes again. I forgot my notes, so hopefully Professor Wallnott and George will keep me straight.
It's okay because you can wing it. You're a very brilliant man. You know this. Sometimes it's better to wing it.
He's a brilliant man. That's why they were showing him.
You're all brilliant men. All
He-
brilliant men.
When you were saying that, he just put the thing of himself up there.
He is a professor.
there he
You know,
is.
he
Brilliant
is a
man.
professor.
So anyway, oh my!
Don't get jealous. This is the competitive thing I'm talking about. You get jealous of Rory Penland all the time.
I'm not jealous. I'm good. I'm good.
You're jealous of Rory Penland.
My mom and I'm 42. You know. Anyway, this is where I think really where the Heisei series definitely kicks into gear. You know, we had Godzilla Returns, which is called Godzilla 1985. Then we had Godzilla versus Biollante, which is kind of a different kind of thing with the plant thing. And then we get back to the basics. We get back to him fighting King Ghidorah, but a different story. It involves time travel, and it's pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and get in our timeline. This movie was done in 1991. TriStar picked it up.
I did not know.
And we started in 2204 AD. And there is a sub underwater, and they come across the body of King Ghidorah, which is well preserved on the ocean floor in the cold depths.
And I don't know if you noticed, but the English version, the Japanese version is almost the same. They cut hardly anything.
That's true. Yeah. As a matter of fact, with the Heisei series in general, they didn't cut a lot. They left it pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Unlike the Showa series, where they just butchered some of those movies. So there is a nice little shot of King Ghidorah. His middle head has been blown off by Godzilla in a fight back in 1991. And then we get
I like to tell people this is footage from the 1965 movie. Did he lose his head? Wait, I don't know. I don't remember.
He lost it Monster Zero. 1992 AD, which is actually 1 year ahead from where they were when this movie came out. And there's a flying saucer. And people are like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yes, it caused a lot of consternation in the populace.
Consternation.
Consternation.
Caused quite a stir.
The release of the movie again, starting in I believe in the 70s, they release them all in December. It's for the winter season, so children are off from school, so they'll go see it.
Right. So they can go to the movies.
Yeah. So this one was released in December of 91. So I guess 92 could be. It's still at the theater.
It's right around the corner. So some people are making phone calls. Hey, there's a space saucer, flying around. We got to figure out what we're going to do about it.
Right. And
go ahead.
no, I was just going to say this man here, the one on the screen right, I guess. He's going on and on about dinosaurs because he saw a dinosaur, and that's going to figure in later.
Oh yeah, this was. I think this was right after Jurassic Park came out, so they're kind of wanting to capitalize on that a bit. I think. I could be wrong
Yes.
about
And that's later when they use the word, when they have Spielberg in it too, of course. His name. One of the
That's
characters'
right.
name.
That's right. There is a scene in it where, and it's an American scene that was shot for the film.
Yes.
Where the flying saucer goes by the ship, and he says, "You can tell your kids about it, Spielberg."
Major Spielberg and
Major
Yes, sir, yes,
Spielberg,
sir.
I guess Sergeant Spielberg,
Yeah.
and that's when they're doing the flashback in the 40s.
Right.
Yes. And you can
So,
tell
yeah.
when the acting on those Americans is definitely, they have never been to an audition ever.
Yes.
They just looked good. You look American. Let's put you in a costume.
Yes. Yes. The dialogue is a bit stilted, shall we
You
say?
could tell your son about it, Corporal
Major.
Spielberg.
Yes, sir. Sure will.
Golly gee. So the guy on the right, he wrote a book about Godzilla, I believe.
Yes, I'm trying to get the characters on there.
And it's not a famous book, but in the future they really dug the book. And then when they come back from the future, the people from the future, when they come back, they tell people, hey, you got to get this guy to talk to us because he wrote this great book about
It
Godzilla.
says the writer of the book is Super Mystery Magazine MU. I'm like, I never knew that.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Like famous monsters of Filmland.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. You see the big banner in their office. I'm like, no. Super mystery. It sounds like a Scooby-Doo episode.
No, it's so, I got 2 drinks for this show because this is going to be a 2-drink show, I think. I asked you guys if you were loaded before the show. Meaning, is the timeline loaded? But we had a lot of fun with that.
I'm not going to answer on air because people is watching, and I want my reputation to be intact.
Hey, your reputation is always good here, so you could say anything and you'd be clear.
I love you so much. I love you so much, Yerje. You're amazing. This is amazing.
It's
George
the love
Cage
from
is
Japan.
late.
Thank you so much. You see, somebody believes in me. I'm so proud of that.
Oh, I believe in you, Miss Anastasia.
We all
Oh,
believe
of
in
course,
you.
of course. It's only Roland who not always, because
We always believe in you, all of us.
Yet, but your
Wonderful.
attention is elsewhere. We'll talk about it off air. You have other person that you're not understanding is not good for you, but it's okay.
We don't have to go there. All right. Okay. So the ship
When you
is
have
outside-
filet mignon, you do not need to have Burger King. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Ah, oh, there you go.
Little Russian filet mignon. Okay. So the ship is outside Tokyo. I'm sorry, Toho is the studio. Tokyo, and they're just kind of waiting. And I guess the message goes out to the military and to the people that they wanted, the people inside the ship want to meet. That is Kenji Sahara on the left. He's playing one of the generals. It's so good to see him in this because I think he was in Biollante briefly.
Yes, all these films need more Kenji Sahara.
They do.
I don't see him listed.
And
on
Akira Takarada.
That's right.
Oh, I got to show you guys something. Give me a second.
Oh no. Sorry, I was young. I needed the money. No. Okay.
So, oh dear.
I got a very special autograph
Oh.
today, and it's a big one. My gosh, can you see that? It's Godzilla's autograph.
Well,
Godzilla gave autograph?
Yes, he does. Or
Wow.
He did. Actually, this is Haru Nakajima, who played Godzilla in the first 12 movies.
Yes.
This is amazing. Very impressive.
But that's him in Mothra versus Godzilla, 1964, And can you see his signatures right there? It goes,
Yes.
Japanese sign up to down, not left to right. So, paid a pretty penny for that. But actually a good deal because his signature now goes for about $250.
Yes.
So I got it for just over half that.
Very
But
nice.
you can go to his grave and ask him to sign, and it's sometimes he actually does.
And it's got a nice little certificate of authenticity. It shows pictures of him signing and everything on the back. Really nice. But this is not an 8x10. This is like 11x14. It's like a really big picture.
Yeah.
It's probably Japanese paper size because they don't meet Western paper size. They have their own standard.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a little pee-pee heavy to me. What was that, South Park that they were always telling everybody they were getting away with everything because they were telling everybody, because our pee-pees are so small.
Yes.
That's terrible. That was a Trapper Keeper episode. Anyway. Okay. So, there's the guy again who wrote the book. The guy talking to him was actually in Godzilla versus Megalon and Terror of Mechagodzilla.
Yes. And he's also in Godzilla in 2014.
What's that?
Godzilla in 2014. He's Japanese. He's the voice of one of the Americans.
Oh, okay.
In the Japanese dub.
I see. Okay.
But yes, he's the guy that builds Jet Jaguar. One of the guys.
Yeah. He's the main character in both those movies. Now this is Mr. Shindo. He's played by one of the actors from the Showa series that did a lot of movies, did a lot of the Showa movies. He's the Exilian commander in Monster Zero. He's the main professor from Monster Island that the Kilax take over his mind, and he jumps out of a hotel window, dies because they tell him they tell him to. He's just done a lot. He's done a lot. He's in Yog Monster from Space, also known as the Space Amoeba.
What's his name one more time? Because I can't see his name. What's his character's name? Any of the names right here you got right in front of you?
Shindo is his name in this. Mr.
Shindo,
Shindo. Yeah, he plays this big corporate guy who's a big war hero, and they're going to go back in time, and we're going to see him younger. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
What I mean, yes.
And he sees the dinosaur that eventually becomes Godzilla.
Yoshio Tsuchiya.
Yeah, Yoshio. Yeah, Tsuchiya. You're right.
This is his last movie.
This was the last one he did?
This is the last one he did, even though he didn't die until like 7 years ago. But this is the last one, according to his Godzilla movie. It's the last Godzilla movie he did. He did other movies. Yeah, he was in 10 of them.
Hey, that's it. I'm done with it. I'm sure he would have done more if they'd asked him to.
He died in this one.
His garrison on the island.
All right,
they are just at the and there's what's called the Godzillasaurus.
Yes.
It is a dinosaur that would later become Godzilla. It is subjected to radiation. Look at the little tiny arms. It's subjected to radiation. Sounds like Gamera too, which is kind of weird. A little bit.
And I like how I noticed the Shin Godzilla takes a lot of homage to this character.
Really?
With the tiny arms and the
little
skinny
tiny arms.
Yeah. Shin Godzilla's arms are like the size of pinkies.
Yes, they're quite small.
He hadn't evolved yet. If they'd have just given him more time to evolve. That was the whole thing with the stuff coming out of his tail at the end of that. Wow. I mean, what could have happened? They were talking about doing another Shin Godzilla movie too, and it just didn't happen. Creepy stuff though happened at the end of that movie. Anyway,
Okay.
there's the ship again. It's a really big ship.
That's what
And,
she said. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes.
The main characters from inside the ship beam down, and they're hologram. They're not real. And they're like, gotcha.
And at least these actors here, they actually speak Japanese in the Japanese version. They're
Yeah.
speaking Japanese.
Yeah. So you can see that they're actually able to kind of act.
Yes. Especially the Scottish looking guy. Wait, no.
The Scottish looking guy.
I look at him, all I think is someone that's in Braveheart. He's in the background with that red hair.
He's like Larry Fine. They're like,
You're like Larry. He looks like Larry.
Hey, Mo. We're going up the ship, Mo. Hey.
Where's
There's
your
another
violin, buddy?
character that looks kind of like him with red hair, but he's a robot. He comes in a little later.
And he actually played professional baseball. Yes.
He was a professional baseball player.
He played Japanese baseball. He played for the
robot
Hawks. He played for Nankai Hawks.
M11.
Now we know this is the PM's house because we've seen the previous two movies.
Yes. What? See, I don't like Violante that much,
Yeah.
so I
It's
can't really
kind of a
sit
weird
through and
movie.
watch it again.
What's that?
I couldn't watch it again and say this is the one we saw from last time. So I'm sorry you had to live through that.
Don't beat around the bush now, George. Tell us how you feel.
Wait, the actress that's in it who plays Mickey.
Yes.
She is in Biollante, King Ghidorah, Mothra, Mecha Godzilla 2, Space Godzilla, Destroyer, all as the same character.
Miki Sagusa, yeah. She's the empath.
Missy
Yeah,
Sagusa.
she's the empath.
Sagusa Miki.
I think
talk about the homely actress. We shouldn't say that. She's cute. She's not. She's cute. She's got the ears and everything. I really think she's adorable. But there's another actress that's done a lot of these. She was the daughter that becomes Biollante, but she was also in Godzilla Returns as the main female character.
So maybe it's this one I'm thinking.
She's
So
also
the big
in.
ears.
I'm sorry.
The one with the big ears. That's what I'm talking about.
That's Miki. That's
Miki.
Yeah, she's the same character. She's the empath that connects with Godzilla.
Everyone.
Later connects with Baby Godzilla or Godzilla Jr. Fans love her. They do. But the other actress, we were kind of busting on her in Godzilla Returns, as she was kind of homely. She she was no Akiko Wakabayashi. You know what I'm saying? So she's actually in. I was watching Godzilla versus Queen Mothra the other night, and she's in that too. She's in a lot of these. Okay, so the beings from the future have now beamed into the Premier's house. They have kind of like Star Trek,
teleportation.
A teleportation device.
Yes, the effects are very much like Star Trek in this one. The beaming effect, I thought was like, oh, okay.
So there's all the big wigs, and they're talking to the future guys. And
what is the future guy's name?
I don't know.
Okay. The future guy's name is Chuck Wilson. What's the actor's name? Chuck Wilson. It's the same. His character name is his name, according to everything.
That's Chuck Wilson, by gosh, playing Chuck Wilson. And look, it's Larry Fine.
And Larry Fine.
Hey, Mo.
But Larry Fine's name is Grenchico.
I still think the
Highlander guy,
the one in the green. He also looks like the guy from Austin Powers, the son.
He looks like Seth Green.
He looks like Seth Green.
But he's got his hair. His hair is one of the guys in the background of Braveheart.
Yes.
Braveheart.
Take
When I
away
saw
our
Braveheart,
freedom.
like, what's the guy from Mechagodzilla? What's he doing in here?
He comes from the future.
Freedom. So anyway, they say this guy's the key to the Godzilla's going to return. He's going to attack Tokyo. They got to work. They got to start now. They got to call this guy in because he knows Godzilla better than anybody.
He literally wrote the book.
And what they plan to do is go back in time and stop Godzilla from happening. They're going to move his body.
Yes.
Well, he's a dinosaur, Godzillasaurus, so that it's not subjected to radiation from the atomic blasts, and he won't become Godzilla. Now, the guy on the right, the guy on the right with the white hair, he plays one of the bigwigs in this film and in the next one, Queen Mothra. He's actually from Ultraman. He's from one of the Ultraman series.
And I can tell you in a minute. Can't find his name. I can't find his name. Director of the Kenji Sahara. No, let me see. Sahara Kenji. No, that's not him. He's in a ton of stuff. He's in Ultra 7. He's the commander.
This guy was one of the sidekicks on one of the Ultraman shows. I want to say 7, but I don't think that was
7. Ultra 7. This is Sahara Kenji. Sahara Kenji, I think. Let me see.
Okay.
Sahara Kenji or Kurobe Susumu. They both of them are. It's probably Kurobe Susumu. And
now,
they were all in Ultraman.
Susumu was the first Ultraman human character, not the guy in the suit, but the human character. I'm pretty sure.
So the character's name, I can't see his character. Is he the director or is he the chief of staff?
Oh, good question.
I think he's the director.
I think he's the director.
So the director is Sahara Kenji. And Sahara Kenji is...
then that's not him then.
So I wish I could see.
Kenji Sahara is another actor. He's in just about every Showa Godzilla movie ever made.
But it's him. It's the same actor, and he's in King Kong versus Godzilla.
Right.
He's in Gorath, Atragon, Mothra versus Godzilla, Ghidorah, Frankenstein, Baragon, Ultra Q, War of the Gargantuans, Ultra 7,
right.
Son of Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters, Space Amoeba, Okada, Mechagodzilla, Ultraman Leo, Terror Mechagodzilla, Ultraman 8.
Yeah, Kenji Sahara is the guy in the leisure suit in Yacht Monster.
Yes. Leisure. What's a leisure suit? Please read. Please help my English, my Japanese students who are listening to this. What's a leisure suit? Please explain.
It's a very cheap polyester suit that men used to wear back in the 70s.
I do have my students watching this, so.
All right, so they go aboard the ship. And they look around, and it's pretty amazing, pretty impressive.
For who, though?
I'm being sarcastic. You think people from the future would have cooler stuff, but anyway. Hey, there's a TV.
I know. Oh, there's a baseball player. What's he doing here?
Hey, there's a guy dressed up like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
This is not a riff of Terminator 2.
Stick with me. I'll keep you alive. We're going back in time.
His name is Robert Scott Field. Just so you know, his name is Roberto Scotto Fieldo.
There he is. That handsome devil. He actually does a lot of the festivals and stuff.
Yes, he's a nice guy. He was in Ultraman Neos. He's in Ultraman Neos, and he's in Monster Island, and he's in
Monster Island.
Nothing else you've heard of.
Kamen Rider. I've heard of that.
He's one of the writers on Godzilla Final Wars compilation.
Really? Okay, so we have a female character who's with the basic entourage from Earth here, and then we have the girl from the future.
Emma.
She has these little Emma, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we have these little do-rat characters.
It's
That's how
not
they
Emma, it's M-E. Emmy Kano.
Emmy. That's right, Emmy. So she loves Japan. She's a Japanese person in this party from the future.
Yes,
And she doesn't realize they're going to double cross everybody, and they're going to turn these little do-rats into King Ghidorah. Oh, look at that. Isn't that adorable?
Isn't that adorable? It looks like was it Eddie Munster?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
There you go.
That's what I thought. What's Eddie Munster doing in this?
They created a three-headed Eddie Munster. King Ghidorah. So they have a little ship that's in the big ship, and it can time travel as well. So they do
Well,
that.
They have to go 55, 65, 75.
They go back to 206, 1944.
You don't have the Genesis device. Okay. Okay.
Ah, what are we doing on this Philippine island?
I do appreciate
No, it's another dinosaur.
as I do appreciate the sort of Doctor Who like swirly effects.
Yes.
I thought that was
I
cool.
think they did. And by
I'm
the
pretty sure
way,
that was on purpose.
Emmy died just 10 years ago because she was only like 20 something. She was 25 during this movie, and she died of cancer. She died
my
of cancer
goodness.
like 10 years ago.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
That's terrible.
These Japanese live so long. That's why I was shocked.
Oh,
There you
there you go.
Here's
This is where we see Spielberg.
Yes.
And the ship goes by. Well, you can tell your son about it, Spielberg.
So I emailed Spielberg to see if his dad was on this ship.
Never got an answer, did you?
I never got an answer. I don't know why he didn't answer me. I sent it the email.
What are you making fun of me?
No, the chance of him actually getting the email would be like slim and none.
What the hell is he talking about? He doesn't even know they used his name in the film, probably.
Yes, probably not.
Okay, so robot guy goes out, does a little recon.
M11.
Kill the sun.
And scouts around, and he finds Shindo's group there.
M11. His name is M11, by the way.
M11. So Emmy and M11. There's Shindo, supposedly much younger.
Yes, he definitely looks the same.
He doesn't look much younger to me, but some people are like that. You know, they just don't age gracefully.
But his hair is lighter. His hair is darker.
They're darker, yeah.
That's it.
Of course, I think you only see that a little bit, though. It's like his sideburns.
And his voice is a little bit higher, too. They had someone kick him in the balls between the takes, so he'd have a little higher voice.
I bet your students like you saying that. Ooh, kick me the balls.
I don't know what that means.
Testicles. So, what the hell is this? Oh, this is the monsters coming. The dinosaur, yes. Godzilla is coming.
Yes.
And they see the Godzillasaurus, and here he comes.
So you can't say the Japanese word for dinosaur. Go ahead. Kill you! Kill you!
So he chases them out to the beach, and the American forces show up. And supposedly they kill the Godzillasaurus, but they don't kill him. He gets up and he kills all of them when they get to the beach.
Right.
With his very fast tail.
Wham! Very heavy tail.
And you know, my grandfather's brother died fighting Japanese. So I don't know if he was on this beach. No, he was on Iwo Jima, so that's okay. This isn't Iwo Jima, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's probably a different island.
It's Ragos. It's Ragos.
Yeah, this is Lagos Island. Lagos.
Yes, Lagos.
Lagos.
So yeah, there's the Americans are dead, and they're on the radio. Hey, what's going on there? Are you guys okay? We're not getting any messages from you. That kind
And
of
then
thing.
it's like, well, nobody's answering. Let's leave.
Yeah,
I mean, literally.
Those men gather around the dinosaur to give him a nice little send off. All right, you saved us, you wonderful dinosaur. Now, the music in this is Akira Ifukube. He actually came back on this one.
Yes, even though he passed away 5 years before. No, I'm joking. He didn't pass away. Sorry.
What now? He was just a baby at the time. No. So yeah, Akira Ifukube does the music for this movie and Queen Mothra.
So there's definitely a market.
I have a list in front of me, just so you know. He did like 100 Godzilla movies, and I mean 100.
He did a lot of them. Well, there's only like 28, right, or 30.
But he's done 100 of them. That's how good he is. He's
He's
done ones that haven't
done
even
a lot
done
of
yet.
kaiju movies. Yeah, he did. He did other kaiju movies like
The Gargantuans, Daimanju,
the Majin
Daimanju,
movies, the Majin films.
Atagon, Varon, Radon,
Yeah,
Space Amoeba.
so he's done a lot of them. Most kaiju movies. He's the guy that did the music.
He's done so many. Before he died, he did the ones that they haven't done yet, so they're going to use the scores that he did.
Well, a lot of other people who score Godzilla movies use his tunes. You know, they use his Godzilla theme, and they do that in Godzilla -1. They use like 3 or 4 of his tunes in their soundtrack.
In Ready Player One, they used his theme.
Oh, cool. So now these guys are looking at the Godzilla source. What they're going to do is they're going to move the body to another island so it's not part of the atomic tests. And Godzilla's not going to be exposed to the radiation, or Godzillasaurus. And he's just going to die, right? So we think.
Now,
okay.
I have a point that when I first watched this, they're going back in time. They're going to erase Godzilla from the history. And then they return back to the present, and everyone doesn't forget about Godzilla. Everyone knows about him. I'm like, didn't you erase him from the time?
That's right. They were totally forgotten about him.
So when I watched it again this week, I was reminded of that. I'm like, what? So how does everyone know?
Exactly. And they also know who King Ghidorah is.
And they know who Ghidorah is too. I'm like, look, it's King Ghidorah. What the hell?
King Ghidorah was created in their alternate timeline.
It's because everyone in this movie watched all the movies, and so they know.
Well, Godzilla's just a movie monster. Wait a minute. He's not real. And there is Emmy doing her part of the scheme, not realizing, what she's going to create. She's throwing the little
three Eddie Munsters, yes.
The little Eddie Munsters out. Uh-oh. What do we have here?
We have a comment from Chuck Steele that says, I like this discussion. Subbed.
I would like it subbed, please.
Okay, hold on. So, Godzilla na. So Godzilla wa. So go ne mata. Time travel to. Tada zemo no Godzilla no wakanai. Godzilla no erasing no time history. Ori?
I have no idea what he's saying. Anyway.
Could I get the English dub on that?
Definitely need subtitles for that.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So they take off. And they go, okay, we're going back to the future now.
Back to the future.
And everything's done. You stupid people. You listen to people from the future.
My name is the same as my real name.
And now we've created King Ghidorah, and King Ghidorah is in our control. The problem was that Japan was becoming too powerful. So they created King Ghidorah to destroy Japan enough to where Japan will be put back in line, I guess, with the rest of the world. And Emmy didn't realize that's what they had in mind. So she's like, hey, that's my country you're messing with. But there is King Ghidorah.
But it's never explained why she released the dough rats, though.
They just told her to do it. Just do it.
She's Japanese, so when you come up with a plan and you say, this is what we're going to do, and just do this now, they will do it because it's part of what they're going to do. Not because they're actually thinking about what they're actually doing.
It's just if you don't do it, somebody loses face.
So
you got to do it.
I suppose that's
sometimes like when you cross the street, you got to put your hand up when you cross the street in Japan. Why? Because someone said we should raise our hands. So that's what we do.
So here's the thing that I don't like about this, and that's Ghidorah has a different roar. He used to have like a kind of a beady.
Yeah.
Now he just kind of.
It's not Ghidorah.
It's an alternate Ghidorah.
It's the do-rad Ghidorah.
Do-rad Ghidorah, right?
It's the Eddie Munster Ghidorah. So
don't like the do-rad Ghidorah. No, sir. So again, later in later films they kind of brought the beady back, but a little bit. But I just don't like the roars.
Beady. With the guy from Buck Rogers, beady.
Okay, Buck. Let's attack Japan.
It's Mel Blanc.
There he is attacking the Nikon factory.
It's Mel Blanc.
And Mel Blanc as the voice of Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Mel
Blanc is the voice of the robot.
The name of the ship, the UFO ship, the name of it is Mother.
That's right.
And the Japanese is Maza.
And it's a big mother.
That's right. And the one the small one that goes to the time travels is called Kidzu. So it's kids. In Japanese is Kidzu.
Okay.
And then later they have the backpack in the movie.
Yes.
And that backpack's name is Baby. Katakana baby, but English baby. I just thought that was funny. Mada, kids, and baby.
So Shindo is like, hey, where's my dinosaur? What the hell?
It was erased from history.
Like you said, he knows that Godzilla is no longer around, but he still remembers him.
Well, now it does make sense though, because he saw the dinosaur, and he didn't know that it would become Godzilla later on. I don't think. But so he remembers the dinosaur. He just doesn't remember.
It sprouted 2 heads, and now it's a giant winged creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Shindo's not happy. Here's the guys telling Emmy, "You stupid broad, you fell for it. You did exactly as we told you."
Larry Fine, yes.
Something like that. Why I oughta. So she decides to take baby, which is a jetpack, an electric jetpack, and she goes to this guy's house, the author, who's drinking a tab.
This typical night out, hanging out, while Ghidorah's destroying the city.
Yeah, a giant monster that you. It looks kind of like those do-rats you had. No, let's not talk about it.
Those are called they're called the Doratos. Dorato.
So the robot guy, M1,
M11.
He's watching her. He's spying on her, and then we show King Ghidorah flying around doing her thing.
And just so the M11 in the English dub, they didn't use his voice. They used another American to dub his voice,
Huh.
but not the other people.
I can't see these guys well enough to see if any of them are Kenji Sahara. But the guy standing is the guy from Ultraman. He was one of the sidekicks.
Yeah.
And again, I think he's the director. The guy on the right sitting down might be Kenji Sahara, maybe. But I'm watching a phone and it's very small.
It's me too.
And there's Gilbert Gottfried. No.
And there's Gilbert Gottfried. Wow.
I don't know why that hit me like that, but there it was. He looks like
Smile.
Gilbert Gottfried there. I don't know why he's happy here. I can't remember.
Oh, he's showing off. He's showing off his submarine.
Oh, okay.
The nuclear submarine.
The nuclear submarine. Yes, because they have this brilliant plan to reignite Godzilla.
Yes, with the
with nuclear power this time.
Secret Japanese nuclear submarine that we really don't have either now. Still, we don't have it really. And
there it is. And there's Miki Sagusa with those ears.
Who's sensing the presence of Godzilla.
That's right. They got to use her to find Godzilla. That's her side job right there. Oh, we need you to find Godzilla. Can you come with us?
Yes. Okay.
Whatever.
I feel like she is this era's version of the twins.
yes, that's what they're doing. But she
twins,
feels like the girl in. When I see her though, I feel like she's the girl from Gamera, too.
Right. Yes, that too.
Okay. The Shobijin, the twins, are called the Cosmos, and they come in the next film. They do. And Miki Sagusa is in that film, too.
She's in all of them, all the way up to Destroyer. Sorry. Destroyer. I can pronounce it right.
We have a little car chase.
And I didn't see the license plate. Sorry.
Because Amy is not going along with the plan anymore. She's turned, and the car flips over, and he ends up pulling off his arm. I think pulling off his shoulder pad.
Yeah, he just tears his shirt off or his jacket.
Because it's burning.
This is very, very Terminator right here.
Yeah, and he runs after them.
Yeah, sound effects are a little, yes.
Yes, it's really a funny scene the way they shoot this.
Okay,
he's like
it's
on
Tokyo. It's Tokyo. I see the plate. It's Tokyo.
He's just going like this. And it looks like he's running along at super speed, and actually he's just like on a track behind a car or something.
He's just going like this.
And he's happy.
They can rebuild them. They have the technology. And
they do. They just open up his head and they take out the CDs and put some new CDs in, and he's happy. He's their friend again. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, doesn't when Ghidorah's attacking, they say he's attacking first as Kyushu, and then the next scene they're like, okay, now go to Shikoku. You're finished. You know how big Kyushu is for Ghidorah to destroy, and how many cities there are? There's like 1,000 small cities.
Okay.
In that island.
Kept him busy for a while.
There's been months.
Gives him time to get Godzilla made.
And then just I don't know if you heard me, but the license plate is Tokyo.
I did. I heard that.
Okay, you ignored it. I see. Thank you.
No, I didn't ignore it. I heard. Yes. So we were just talking about other things.
No. Keep going. I'm okay.
So, give George face. He knew where the plate came from.
Very good.
I get points on the board.
Sub.
Okay.
Now that looks like Godzilla already. It's like he's already been made before the sub even hits him. It doesn't look like the Godzillasaurus at all. It looks like Godzilla.
So that's the whole point, isn't it? In the story, they say that they didn't need the sub because all the nuclear energy from modern society created them anyway.
Oh,
Right. Yeah, they made that point. Yes.
So they made that point.
all right.
But they still wanted to take the sub to locate him and all that.
But
Well,
the sub was
let's
going.
destroy the sub because it's cool.
The sub was supposed to actually activate him too, because that's a nuclear powered sub, supposedly. I think.
Yes. So Godzilla shows up, and he looks big and badass. And look at Mika Sagusa's face; her ears are just trembling.
And you notice, look at the shot. She is she's hiding behind the warning tape, and that's supposed to be cinematography wise. It's showing that there's trouble.
Okay.
That the way
That
she's
means
boxed in
trouble.
like that with the tape around her in that shot.
Right there in River City.
And why'd my light just go on?
Right there, Sagusa City. So jets start to attack King Ghidorah. It ain't gonna work.
And then it becomes Top Gun.
Yeah, it is Top Gun, but the pilots just really suck.
The Godzilla shows up, and the guys on the mothership are like, "You made Godzilla even more powerful, and he's gonna be more destructive. It's just all part of our plan." And everybody's like, "We hate you." So there he is again. And
But the acting is the same level as Scott, whatever his name is.
What?
Your acting level is on par. It's better than the actual guy in the movie.
Okay, Scott.
What's
Scott.
his name again? His name is
Oh yeah, you said it looks like Seth Green. Yeah,
Chuck
Scott!
Wilson. Chuck Wilson.
Chuck Wilson.
Chuck Wilson.
Wilson.
There he is.
Attorney at
He
law.
looks like a
Chuck
comedian.
Wilson.
He looks like a comedian named Rick Overton.
Oh, this one, yes, he does.
He does. If you've
So
ever
we have-
seen
It's the
Rick
hair.
Overton, he
It's
looks
the
just
hair.
like him, I think.
So we have Seth Green and Rick Overton.
So if Rick Overton is watching, yeah, this guy looks like you, man. He's your brother, Chuck Wilson. Wilson.
If you have a chance, listen to the Top Gun, the pilots in the English dub, and the ones in the Japanese dub. It's totally different. The English ones are so comically bad. And the Japanese ones sounded really deadly serious. And
Yeah.
so it's very
They're
funny.
talking about in this movie. Well, it ain't no Clint Eastwood killing a giant tarantula. I can tell you that right now.
And Eastwood coming to transfer. I thought you were going to do Firefox. Okay, never mind.
Clint Eastwood. Let's
I can
name
speak
call.
Russian perfectly. I'm perfect at speaking Russian.
How can anybody not understand that I can speak Russian? So King Ghidorah is using his lightning bolts.
Now, is the sound effects the same? I didn't notice. Are the sound effects the same for Ghidorah's lightning bolts?
I don't think so. I don't
remember. I
think
didn't.
that's different.
Yeah, they're different.
I'm not going to do a video clip, just so you know. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, please don't. We'll get a hit on YouTube, and we don't need the hit. Copyright. So Godzilla meets up with Ghidorah and starts firing his atomic, or actually nuclear weapon now. Nuclear breath. Oh, excuse me. And King Ghidorah's starts shooting off lightning bolts, and Godzilla's not impressed, as you can see.
Oh, and a side note, the Godzilla costume. I think this is one of the best costumes so far up until this time.
You are correct, sir. This is a great costume.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
Really
absolutely yes. And I never noticed that Godzilla has little tiny ears.
He does.
Yes.
The original Godzilla had little tiny ears, which got bigger when he came back in Godzilla Raids Again.
Right. Yes. That's
And then
right. That's right.
Somehow by King Kong versus Godzilla, he lost the ears, I guess.
Yes. But I'm so glad they brought him back.
They run him back. He's got
And
little
also,
tiny ears.
the eyes aren't the sort of the big cartoony,
The ping pong
Muppet,
ball.
the big Muppet eyes.
No ears. No ears and no Muppet eyes.
Godzilla with googly eyes. Which were absolutely the worst in Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. Oh my God, he looked like a Cookie Monster.
It was supposed to be a King Kong costume anyway, so.
Yeah, they were supposed to do Kong in that. They decided not to. Cost too much. They're kind of skinflints when it comes to buying other people's properties. Anair is an actor on wires, afraid for his life, I'm guessing.
Yes, as we've seen in One Crazy Summer. One Crazy Summer with Godzilla. One Crazy Summer has both Ghidorah and Godzilla, correct?
I think you're thinking about the chase scene in Pee-wee's Big Adventure when they go through the set that has Godzilla fighting King Ghidorah.
Okay, I'm getting that mixed up because that came out in 88, 89, Pee-wee's. And
Yeah.
then One Crazy Summer came out 86 or 87. With the Godzilla costume.
One Crazy Summer
has
Bobcat Goldthwait stuck in a Godzilla suit.
Yes, that's One Crazy Summer.
Like flicks a cigarette inside down the back of his neck or something.
Yes.
So he starts stomping on a set, a miniature set. Or actually, it's just it's like rich people's. You know how they make little models of what they're going to build in the future.
Yeah.
And he ends up getting on top of that and stepping on that, and the Japanese people watching her think it's amazing, think it's great.
That's right. Can't let that sidetrack at all.
He rolls through a Godzilla set with King Ghidorah and Godzilla's got the big ping pong ball eyes.
Yeah.
And he's in a sleigh with Santa.
And Ghidorah is on the wires.
And Ghidorah's on wires, and they almost take about like three guys that are holding him on wires up into the rafters. And Godzilla ends up in the sleigh with Pee-wee or with Santa Claus.
Right.
And you would think that Toho is such an iron fist on just magazines or anything using Godzilla at all.
Yeah.
Did they actually pay Toho to put those in those two movies? I don't know.
I'm banking Tim Burton did because it was Tim Burton and he's a Godzilla fan. He's a Kaiju.
But the first one with One Crazy Summer, I don't know if he actually paid to have that.
Now, that was who directed that?
The same guy who did Better Off Dead, because that was the second one.
Yes.
Anyway, so that
I can't remember the director's name, but yeah, he used to always work with Cusack and yeah, he did Crazy Bob Holland or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So in any case, he probably didn't, but the Godzilla suit was different enough to where you got the joke, but it wasn't copyright infringement.
All right, go to the next scene. Sorry, sidetrack.
Just like, Godzilla just mops the floor with King Ghidorah. He's just very powerful now. He's the nuclear Godzilla. I was going to mention another scene. Oh, Austin Powers. They do an Austin. I think it's the second one. They do a scene where there's a giant Godzilla, like a statue or something, and it starts rolling around, and people are talking about, oh my God, it's attacking. And the other guy keeps saying, yes, but it's not Godzilla. Because that would be copyright. He's actually saying those things. It looks like Godzilla, but it's not.
The Japanese and the English subtitles in the Austin Power movies is very accurate. It makes it really very, very funny. If you understand Japanese, it's even funnier.
It's even funnier. There you go. All right, so now King Ghidorah, I think it's been dispatched by Godzilla, but Godzilla is just a terror now. He's gonna destroy everything. He's heading for Tokyo. So the author finds out from Emmy that she is she's like his great granddaughter or something.
Yes.
She's part of his family lineage.
And do you have the picture of the Futurians that have the two twin young like teenagers or like 20-year-old boys? Do you have that picture on the slides? No,
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I paused the movie and it's got Larry Fine and then there's two guys from the future. One of the
Yeah, they're
and
like
they're
other robot
twins.
guys.
It's two twin guys. They look like they're 20 years old. They look the same.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think there is a picture, later of them,
Okay.
and the robot beats
Sorry.
them. So now the countdown is on. We're going back to the future in 15 hours. Or
That's right.
Yes.
15 minutes.
They're doing the time warp again.
Yes.
So they got like 15 minutes to one up these guys.
So they say in the movie, do they say time warp? Do they say warp in the movie in the English dub?
I saw the Japanese version, and it's subtitled, but that's what the subtitles say. They say,
Because in
and
Japanese,
also the robot does say time warp.
Prepare
he
for
does say
time
time warp, but in Japanese, when they talk about Back to the Future or any of the movies, it's time slip is what they say. Time slip.
Time slip.
Hmm.
Doc, I see my mom slip.
It's a time slip movie.
Marty, stop looking.
Stop looking.
King Ghidorah's middle head is off. If that's not enough to kill him, Godzilla blows some holes in his wings. He just messes him all up.
But he doesn't die because he's alive. Still, remember in the future, he's just
Yeah,
alive.
his body is preserved in the water on the ocean. He falls into the ocean. And his
You can
body's
feel his
preserved.
heart beating.
Just the flesh wound.
Just the flesh wound, yes.
The robot guy, M11,
Yes.
knows how to do the time warp.
It's just
And they take
just
the little
to the
ship
right.
and they time warp the big ship, Mother, so that it's right next to Godzilla, which is great. I was like, what? Uh-oh. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is,
Beaming
appearing
in.
right in front of Godzilla. And Godzilla's like, huh? Who the hell are you?
And he's like,
We actually somehow missed Shindo getting blasted by Godzilla too.
I believe that comes later.
Oh, does that come later?
That comes
Yeah,
later.
it comes later when he goes into the city. Yeah, he starts destroying the city.
Okay.
And he's destroying all the buildings. I'm not leaving the building.
There
He
you
would
go.
not destroy me.
He's heading for the water, and Godzilla shoots him in the back.
Mm-mm-mm.
Take
Not very
that.
honorable.
Go blast your wings. See how good you fly now.
And I had no sympathy at all for Ghidorah here because I really despise the character Ghidorah. When I was a kid,
Yeah,
I
kill
did.
him.
So the more you kill him, the happier I am.
Even Mecha King Ghidorah?
I don't like I want Godzilla to win.
Even the bad Godzilla in 2001 and King Ghidorah is one of the good guys?
I want Godzilla to win. I have scarring from the Mothra Godzilla versus the Thing, where Godzilla was my hero, and at the movies, Mothra webbed them all up at the end.
Yeah.
I think I was 6 years old or 5 years old, and I cried all the way home. So I still have scarring.
He's never been the same since. He always roots for Godzilla, even if
That's
he's
right. I need to go.
But he was just in a cocoon, He'll come back. So there's Godzilla on the rampage again. And I guess we're going to get Shindo's death in a second. Oh, they're hitting with the masers.
We got, yes, the cool
Yes, you
masers.
finally get the masers, the best weapon ever.
Masers are awesome. They really are.
You still have the ones I bought you? The ones I got for you were so hard to get.
What's that?
The masers I bought for you. Didn't I buy you 2 sets or 1 set?
You did not.
They were too expensive.
They were too expensive.
I thought I got one for you, and maybe I bought it for you. Yeah, no, I got you one. It was a because I went to.
Oh, that might be in China. Actually,
it might be in China. I think I sent it to you. Yeah.
It's one of the things I didn't bring over with me.
Yeah.
That's very possible. It was smaller than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it was the biggest size they get. It was only this big.
So, okay. What the hell are we looking at?
Yeah, I haven't seen any masers, and how come Japan doesn't send masers to the Ukraine war? I don't understand, to help them out.
That'll take care of those Ruskies.
Oh, Emmy.
They can shoot the hell out of drones, though.
Yes.
Oh, the previous slide. Emmy is about to go back to the future.
She goes back to the future.
Back to the future.
To get Ghidorah.
She's gonna get King Ghidorah and make a Mecha King Ghidorah and come back to fight Godzilla.
Yes.
And that's the
Nineteen
he
fifty-five.
goes to in the future. He's a nice guy in the future. And he looks kind of like Herbert Lom as Captain Nemo.
He really does.
think
I
it
was
was
going to
intentional.
say the same thing. It's
But
Yeah.
which movie
uncanny.
though? So Captain Nemo. So which one is that from?
Mysterious Island,
From Mysterious Island, from the 60s?
1961.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I'm
right,
going to say,
yeah.
okay, that's the one I'm thinking of. That's because there's more than one, isn't there? One because they do the Captain Nemo in Extraordinary Gentleman in 2001 with Sean
Right.
Connery, and it looks different.
Well,
And,
he's supposed to be Indian, so yeah, he looks more Indian in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you mean the dot, not the feather, right? Dot, not the feather.
Dot,
Correct.
not feather. Yes.
Correct. But he doesn't talk like this. I'm sorry.
But
You work at the 7-Eleven. That's why everything, okay? Okay, sorry.
We are going to
Yeah.
Boston, not to left.
Sorry, we're going to get the band from the Asian contingent from that area.
So yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
James Mason sounded very British, but actually they picked him because he kind of looked a little Indian, Hindu Indian. So
Yes.
all right, so they're watching Godzilla Rampage, and they're not happy about it. Oh my God, what have we done? And they try to call him. There's Kenji Sahara with the glasses on the right. That's Kenji
Yes.
Sahara
there he is,
in front of the director.
looking like Cary Grant.
Yes, he's the Cary Grant of Japanese movie actors. And they're talking to Shindo, and Shindo's like, "Well, I'm done now. I respect Godzilla. He saved my life back in '44, but I'll take whatever comes."
And almost
And he gets vaporized.
but it looked for a moment like they were sharing, like they were having a moment. But then I realized, oh no, he's seeing on a video screen, so Godzilla doesn't actually see him.
That's right, and he wouldn't be able
There's
to
a
actually
window.
see him.
It's Godzilla at his tower. He's got one of those like Trump Tower deals, and Godzilla's right there at the window. Little sad music.
And
I
then,
am ready to be vaporized.
and then this
He has a
happens.
little dinosaur on the table there.
And I don't know if it's actually the Japanese theme that they play there,
That got
because
me
last night at the baseball game, before the game, they played the Japanese anthem, and it
Okay.
just sounds like something I want to like kill myself, harikari with. It's not a happy song.
Oh man.
So not only does Godzilla shoot the tower, he actually walks through it and just
Yes.
crushes it.
He just,
Yes, yes,
steps
he's
all
like
over
that.
it. Yeah, you know what? You and your men didn't move fast enough. So they're all like, "Oh, geez, should have just bought it." God, man.
And it took us. How long did it take us to build that model? Come on, you're supposed to walk around it. We needed it for the next shot. Sorry, I couldn't see it. Oh, mitinai, minai. これもう少しして、もう少しの、もうすぐ。Straight, migi, hirari, nai.
We also get taller buildings in Godzilla, like we did in Godzilla Returns, which I think is fascinating. That the buildings are taller than he is now.
But they actually are now. And see, in Tokyo, in Japan, they had a building ordinance that you couldn't build anything more than, I think it was like 6 stories, something like 6 or 10. And then in the modern era, in the 1970s or 80s, you could now build skyscrapers in the cities only, certain cities.
Right.
but they still have that ordinance. Like where I live in the city, I go to the city. The closest city to me is like 1 million people, and there's nothing taller than 10 stories.
Well, so alrighty then, and here comes Mecha King Ghidorah. Emmy's coming back to save the day.
Oh, to go back in time for a second, the guy in the future. Who's the guy in the future? The old
The old
guy.
guy?
Yeah,
He's some kind of Earth commander.
but it's definitely not Japanese.
No.
No.
Oh, there's two. Okay, I just learned the two twins that look alike.
Yeah.
They're called androids M101 and M102. When I was looking for that old guy.
M101 and M102. All right.
And they're played by Michael and Mark Fakanon.
Excuse me? What did you call me?
You heard me.
Ah, it's Emmy. She's back. Hey, look at King Ghidorah. He's had an upgrade. Da-na-na-na. I've got a robot head in the middle. And the robot M11 is now King Ghidorah's like brain or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So he talks to Emmy while she's using the control joysticks and stuff.
And that Ghidorah could fly very fast. Was he gliding on metal wings?
So the beam in the middle is from the metal head, and it's blue. It's a blue lightning bolt, and obviously the others still have the yellow lightning bolt. The other two heads, and looks kind of vibratory.
And you know one thing that this is missing, from 84 and Biollante and here so far, that since after rewatching, is that the comical type back characters are absent, like from the 70s ones. I love the 70s ones the most. The ones from Gigan and Megalon and Mechagodzilla. They're comical, the back characters. And here they're just trying to keep it deadly serious, and I really like the comical edge of the 70s stuff more.
The comedy takes the edge off, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. That's right. They don't have the comical fat guy.
Yeah, the comical fat guy, or the two ladies, or the two guys. You think, are they married? Is it a gay couple? And they have that son adopted, or
Right.
not that that's a bad thing, because I just love the interaction between each of them. And here it's just scientists, and it's
Big
dead
wigs
serious.
and bureaucracy.
I didn't see the slide. There's one scene when Godzilla is rampaging where he steps through, I guess, to the subway, and he kind of stumbles and falls. I'm like, wow, this makes him look really clumsy.
That was in 84, right?
No, in this movie.
Oh, in this one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one too, right?
Yeah, he's walking around and suddenly like whoa, wait, whoa, ah!
It happened to him from time to time, So
the action is very good. The action in this movie in the 80s is much better than the 70s and the 60s. They up the action.
Oh yeah.
And the sets are phenomenal. The sets are phenomenal.
Are you talking about the kaiju action?
The kaiju action is much better than one in the 70s and 60s.
Right. The effects are much better, yeah.
But I prefer the background actors from the other movies.
Would you prefer and this he knocks Emmy out, that's right. And there she is in the metal head. And Godzilla, he takes his time. He's toying with his prey.
Mm-hmm.
So the robot M11 is like, Emmy, you gonna get up? She gets up at just the right moment.
And you know how many office workers, how many men and women in their offices haven't left and died in this Godzilla battle?
Right. Because they have deadlines, by golly.
And they can't leave, not until they get that work done.
Exactly. Yes.
So they use a special weapon that's going to electrify Godzilla, stun him. And they'll be able to pick him up and drop him in the ocean. because that's what they do in the end of these movies. They
That's
drop
right,
them
because
off
the
into
ocean,
end of
basically,
movie.
he's done.
Drop them in the ocean, end of movie.
There he goes.
And there they go. And Godzilla's actually blown some holes in the metal wings of King Ghidorah, Mecha King Ghidorah. But Emmy's still happy. He's probably going to blast me in the face now. Because we're face to face. I'm going to end up being vaporized like Shindo.
And I love how it's just flying. The wings aren't going or anything. There's no rocket propulsion, nothing. It's just flying on wires.
It's anti-magnetism. And there he goes. Yep, you were right. Take that.
And after their crash, because they're not far off the coast, that tsunami.
Wiped out the city anyway.
Yes, that's right.
There you go.
Oh no, it wasn't Godzilla. It was the tsunami. Ah.
And they all think that Emmy has died. And then she comes out in the little ship. I have to tell you, I am your great-great-great-granddaughter.
Yes, so the child I'm bearing is actually related to me.
Oh, did he stoop her?
That's
No.
no, just the way they were interacting. I'm like, okay, this is like I'm feeling like I'm on Time Rider. Did you see Time Rider? The guy goes a motorcycle back to the Wild West.
Oh.
Oh yes, yes.
And then he actually is his own grandfather.
Ah.
I'm my own grandpa.
Because he impregnates his grandmother, and then
Yes. They're happy.
Like, little... still alive.
He's alive. She's alive.
Of course he's alive. What did they do to hurt him?
And yeah. So after Emmy's gone, he's like, "Hey, you want to go get a drink?"
Yes, I know.
He just moves right up because you think he's got a thing. Oh, excuse me. You think
Or
he's got a thing,
great granddaughter.
And then she's like, "Well, I'm your great granddaughter." Oh, hey, you want to go out for dinner? And Emmy goes back to the future.
But
Godzilla's still alive.
dun dun dun.
He farted. He farted. TriStar. So that's Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. I'm sorry, Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, who becomes Mecha King Ghidorah.
Yes.
And it's actually a very good film. It's probably one of the best of the Heisei series, along with Destroyer. Godzilla versus Destroyer. As far as story and characters, because you were talking about characters earlier, you know.
Yes.
So yeah. So
they do it deadly serious though. Deadly serious. They do it very deadly.
Characters.
I like the comedy more, but still, if you want a movie that's you can laugh because they're so serious. You got to be able to laugh how serious
11,
they are.
come on. You had the two robot twins. Come on. You had Larry. Hey, Mo.
It's Spielberg.
Next time we're gonna do Godzilla vs. Queen Mothra. And that was okay. We do get to introduce to Batra, which is Mothra's evil twin. So that's interesting. Batra's kind of a badass. You know, because when you think of Mothra and Godzilla fighting, you think Mothra's going to get vaporized. That's it. Battle over in 30 seconds. That's what happens in 2001. But Batra holds his own against Godzilla in this next movie. So you definitely tune in and watch that. Thank you, George, for joining us. Hopefully you'll be able to join us again real soon. Welcome to join us next week if you want. Same Godzilla time, same Godzilla channel.
Fading out. We lost one.
Oh, until then,
Bye
Keep
bye.
watching those kaiju films.
Sayonara.
Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. Thanks.